Saturday night. It's trivia night. Welcome to Raider Live. How you all doing tonight? I'm happy to be here. I'm a little worn out from yesterday. If you missed it, we had wrestling trivia yesterday. So much fun. Glad you're all here with us again for a second back-to-back night of trivia. We got two games of trivia coming up. If yesterday was the first day you joined us, thanks for coming back. Saturday trivia rules are a little different. You'll catch on as we go. See some call-outs here in the chats. We got City Slickers back with us as always. King Drake and Jess. How you doing, guys? Good to have you here. Go ahead and throw your name in the chat room here. I'll give you the quick shout-out. Brewery of the night that we're checking in on is Tin Whiskers in St. Paul, Minnesota. I have their Fossil Finder IPA beer. Give it a shot. Really good. Really good. And keeping with a theme later on today, they have a robot on the can. You'll find that out later. Kelly checking in. Kelly and Ryan Hype, how you guys doing? Mike and Michelle checking in from Oregon. How you guys doing? As we are coast to coast here on Raider Live. They're starting to file in now. 13, 14, 18, 25, 100 people. Dion is here. James and Jess and the bailiff Carl checking in. Judge Jimmy James, that is. Dion, thanks for checking in. All right, it's a little past 8 o'clock. We can give you guys the categories for game number one. Now, if you joined us yesterday for the first time, and this is your first time playing on a Saturday trivia show, the difference is we'll have two separate games of trivia here tonight. In each game, we'll have 10 questions in the first round. They're all worth 1 point apiece. Then in the first game, we'll have a mystery round. Those will all be worth 2 points apiece, and a final question worth 5 points apiece. Then we'll take a beer and bathroom break. We'll come back. We'll play another second game, points or race. And then we'll have another 10 questions, 1 point apiece. Then we'll have a visual mystery round worth 2 points apiece, and another final question to end the night. We're here to have a good time. All right, you know what that means. It's time to put on the old Chill 7. Because it's time to play some trivia. All right, the categories this week. In game number one, round number one, category number one is food, followed by television. If you want to write these down, that's cool. You don't have to. Third one is gaming. Fourth one will be a new purpose. A new purpose. Fifth one will be best pictures. Followed by football terms. Then we'll do numbers, rich authors, cheese, and then we'll finish up with 70s music. Now also, if you're just joining us, we'll have what's called the Bobby bonus at some point during this game. In the first round of each game, we'll have a Bobby bonus. And the Bobby bonus works like this. If you get the first question right, you have a chance of getting a bonus point with the Bobby bonus question. Bobby was a dear friend of mine, passed away, who was a trivia genius. So look for that coming up here in the game. All right, let's get game number one. Question number one. Rocking and rolling. Travis and Sarah, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. All right, here we go. In the category of food, in 2013, Time Magazine labeled the cronut as one of the best inventions of the year. Must have been a slow year. A cronut is a hybrid of what two types of pastries? I kind of long for the times when a year is so mellowed out that the cronut is considered a invention of the year. Every day now, I just wake up and make sure the world hasn't burned down yet. But we're talking cronuts here tonight. Cronuts. Once again, no answers in the chat room. I haven't seen any in there because you guys all know the rules. But still, if you're just joining us for the first time, no answers in the chat room, please. This is all playing at home, playing for fun, playing against your friends. All right. Question number 1, answer coming your way. In 2013, Time magazine labeled the cronut as one of the best inventions of the year. A cronut is a hybrid of what 2 types of pastries? Well, I think you probably figured the donut part of it, because donut is one of them. The other one is a croissant. Apparently, that's a donut. A cronut is a donut and a croissant. Jess, maybe you should try making one of these cronuts. She makes some really good bread. Maybe give a cronut a try. All right, moving on to question number 2. In television, eventually, here we go. What Fox musical drama series that features characters named Cookie, Lucius, and Rhonda concluded in 2020 after its 6th season? That's really good. Really good. Tin Whiskers coming out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Give it a shot. It's actually funny that that was the beer tonight because our visual mister round is about robots. So, be prepared for that in game number 2. City Slickers got here late. You got here early, then you got here late. No problem. You just missed one question. I'm sure you would have got it right. It was, what's a cronut? What 2 pastries make up a cronut? I know you would have got it. All right. Answer to question number 2 coming your way. What Fox musical drama series that features characters named Cookie, Lucius, and Rhonda concluded in 2020 after its 6th season? I never watched this show. I hear it's good, but I've never watched it. Maybe you've watched it. If you did, you should have got it right. It's Empire. Empire. If you got that right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more points coming your way. Question number 3 is in the category of gaming. Launched in September 2003, what is the 5-letter name of the free video game digital distribution service platform, that's a mouthful, developed by the Valve Corporation? Had to take a big deep breath before saying that. Video game digital distribution service platform. Wow. If you didn't check out our wrestling show last night, it's uploaded to the channel now. You should go check it out. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, it was a lot of fun. We had a sound round. We had some costume changes. We had some run-ins, as we do with wrestling. It was a good time. You should check that out. I just realized the brightness of all my screens are really high. Let's fix that. Alright, getting better here, getting better. Alright, question number 3, answer coming your way. Launched in September 2003. What is the 5-letter name of the free video game digital distribution service platform developed by the Valve Corporation? And that is Steam. Steam. Yeah, you can count it. See, Slickers, I'll give it to you. Alright, everybody. That was question number 3. Question number 4 is called A New Purpose. Arlington National Cemetery was built on the grounds of an estate that previously belonged to what Confederate general? Excuse my hand here as I fix this brightness on this one here too. There we go. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. Now you can see my shade. I don't know if they're on. Are they on? They're not on. Should probably turn them on. There we go. Now they're working. All right, rocking and rolling. Chat room's pretty quiet here tonight. Are you guys all hung over from wrestling last night? I should have made that pay-per-view. All right, answer coming your way. Question number 4. Arlington National Cemetery was built on the grounds of an estate that previously belonged to what Confederate general? They chose these grounds to ensure that this general will never be able to return home. I like the sound of that. It was Robert E. Lee. There's Arlington National Cemetery. I'm not going to show that guy's face. I'll put Arlington National Cemetery up there. Got that right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more coming up here. Question number 5 is in the category of Best Pictures. The life of a British Army officer and his World War I exploits in the Middle East inspired what 1962 film that won the Academy Award for Best Picture? There we go. You've been to Arlington National Cemetery? I haven't been there yet. I gotta go check that out. Sometimes it's fun to just walk around a cemetery. I was in Boston, and I walked around the cemetery there, and I found a grave that said 1792 on it, and then I found one that said 1492 right next to it, and I'm like, holy cow. When this person died and they had the funeral there, this grave was already here for 300 years and was super ancient to that guy. I'm like, wow. That's kind of cool to think about. All right. Question number 5, answer coming your way. The life of a British Army officer and his World War I exploits in the Middle East inspired what 1962 film that won the Academy Award for Best Picture? And that was the one, the only, Lawrence of Arabia. Got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry, we got more coming up, including our Bobby bonus question coming up right here in football terms.
Hello, sports fans.
There's Bobby. The question is, what style of offense with a geographical name was popular? Wow, let's start that one over. Tin Whiskers. A lot of good booze in that. All right. What style of offense with a geographical name was popularized by Bill Walsh while he was head coach of the San Francisco 49ers in the 1980s? Ooh, that was a tough one to get out. One more try. What style of offense with a geographical name was popularized by Bill Walsh while he was the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers in the 1980s? Now, if you get that one right, you get a shot at the Bobby bonus question. And the Bobby bonus question is, how many Super Bowls did the 49ers win while Bill Walsh was head coach? Hey, there's Filthy Rich checking in. Boomer and Gus as well. So once again, if you get the first question right, you get a chance at the Bobby bonus. Go ahead and answer them both, but you only get a point for the Bobby bonus if you got the first one right. All right. Time's up. Answer coming your way. What style of offense with a geographical name was popularized by Bill Walsh while he was the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers in the 80s? And if you get that one right, the Bobby bonus is, how many Super Bowls did the 49ers win while Bill Walsh was head coach? Well, you have to get the first one right. That was called the West Coast Offense. West Coast Offense. Got that one right, you get a chance at the Bobby bonus for a bonus point. And that is 3. He won in 81, 84, and 88. He won 3 as the head coach. So if you got the first one right and the Bobby bonus, that's 2 points for one question. We called that the old 2 for 1. If you didn't get any of them, that's all right. We're moving on to question number 7 in the categories of numbers. In Roman numerals, what is the first number to use the letter L? Also, for those of you in Minnesota, check out the page here soon. It looks like I may be doing some live trivia shows here before too long. You want to check that out live. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's fun to play at your house, but it's also fun to play in an establishment against other people for prizes. As I like to say, fabulous prizes. Prizes, not fabulous. It's a good time. The company I work for, Sporkle, they're going to have touch-free answer sheets. I don't know how they're going to do it. Apparently, it's all going to be virtual. You should do it through your phone, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but it'll make it easier for me. I won't have to collect all the sheets and do all the scoring. I just get to stand up there and look pretty, and that's what I do best. All right. Answer coming your way. Question number 6 was our Bobby bonus. You missed it. It was what style of offense was popularized by Bill Walsh? And then how many Super Bowls did Bill Walsh win as the coach of the 49ers? If you got that, it's all right. I won't tell you the answer to that one. You can go back and look at that one. All right. In Roman numerals, what is the first number to use the letter L? And that is 40. 40. L is the Roman numerals for 50. But the first number it appears in is XL, which is minusing 10 off of 50, making 40. XL, 40 is the first one that L appears in. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more coming your way. Question number 8 is in the category of rich authors. Who was the first author to become a billionaire by writing books? Billionaire. $1 billion. Which is the dirty pool? Talking about the Roman numerals. Hey, that's the way it is. The first number that uses L is 40. I didn't say what number is L. I said what's the first number to use L. Gotta pay attention to these. No deception, Drake. No deception. It's what we call trivia. As they say, hey, as it's written. And I read it as it was written. And I didn't write that one, so don't hold that one against me, Drake. I didn't write that question. I write a lot of the questions. Some questions I get, and some I write. But, I didn't write that one. So, don't worry about that. All right. Answer coming your way in rich authors. Who was the first author to become a billionaire? That's a billionaire with a B by writing books. Now, this one, you have to think about it a little bit. Is it someone either that wrote a popular book series or someone that's been around for a long time? Or is it both? If you wrote Stephen King, you're absolutely 100% wrong. It is J.K. Rowling in the Harry Potter series. She was the first author to become a billionaire from being an author. How was that for Dirty Pool? All right, if you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. There's more points coming your way. Question number 9 is in the category of cheese. Cheese. What cheese that is known for its strong smell is named for the historical state in present-day Belgium where it originated? Mike and Michelle say it was perfectly fair and they understood it. They paid attention. That's all right, Drake and Jess. You'll get it next time. You underestimated the sneakiness. You can't underestimate the sneakiness. The Bible's the bestseller. Doesn't that come free in the mail? Or you can get free in any hotel room you stay in. Just take it with you. And apparently he didn't make $1 billion with it. All right. Answer to question number 9. What cheese that is known for its strong smell is named for the historical state in present-day Belgium where it originated? And if you watched the Looney Tunes growing up, you should know this one. That's Limburger. Limburger cheese. I always use that in Looney Tunes. Limburger. All right, final question of round number 1, game number 1, is in the category of 70s music. According to the lyrics of a 1975 number 1 single by David Bowie, what makes a man take things over, lets him loose, hard to swallow, and puts you there where things are hollow? And no, I will not sing it. Normally I would, but honestly, I never sang this song before. And actually, I didn't even know it. I mean, I knew it, but I don't know the words of it, so to speak. And when I looked it up, I was like, okay, I've heard this song, but I don't know this song. David, I hope you're in here because this is a lyrics one for you. I know you're busy out fishing and stuff. You were in for wrestling yesterday, took a beating with a steel chair after talking smack all week. Also want to thank, once again, Chill 7 for their music for during trivia here. Always a pleasure to have them. You can find them on iTunes. Search Chill 7, Minneapolis band. Great to chill out to, hence the name, Chill 7. Also, Jason J-Bone Swanson is a regular guest here on the trivia. He plays all the shows. Just talking to him last night. He was here for wrestling. So go ahead, support your local artists. Do that. All right. Question number 10, answer coming your way. According to the lyrics of a 1975 number 1 single by David Bowie, what makes a man take things over, lets him loose, hard to swallow, and puts you there where things are hollow? Ryan Hype, you better have gotten this one. Because it's Fame. Fame does that. All right, that's round number 1, game number 1. Let's see how you did out of the 11 points. Post your scores in the chat. Let's see how everyone's doing. Out of the possible 11 points, let's see where you're at before we get to the mystery round this week. 7 for City Slickers. Mystery round category this week is Quickfire. And this one's a little fun. For this mystery round, your team or you can give 4 answers and can put them in any order you choose. You get 2 points for each correct answer, so there's no order given on this one. A lot of 7s out there. Ryan Hype was 7. Dion was 7. Drake and Jess with 5. Mike and Michelle with 6. Kelly with 12 out of a possible 11. Don't know how she pulled that one off, but hey, more power to her. She's a genius. Or just really bad at math. Did acquaintance of the show Matt Seabach add up your scores? Sarah and Travis with 7. Hey, there was no trickery. All right. So, mystery round. Question here. It's 4 answers. They're 2 points apiece for each correct answer. And here we go. Name the 4 smallest non-island nations by total area in North America, South America, or South America. The 4 smallest non-island nations. Can't be islands. The 4 smallest islands by total area in North, Central, or South America. So if you take that whole massive continent of North America and South America, and you have Central America in there, what are the 4 smallest non-island nations? Once again, you're going to get 2 points for every correct answer. You're allowed to only write the 4 down, but they don't have to be in any order from smallest to biggest or anything like that. Just the 4 smallest. Going to be worth 2 points apiece. I'll give you a little time to think about that one. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk a little bit about this beer. So, Ryan Hype was texting me. Apparently they have, if you're in Minnesota right now, you might want to sneak over to Tin Whiskers in St. Paul. They apparently have a limited release Bomb Pop beer. And I don't know about you, but I like craft beers. So normally that doesn't sound good if you're not a craft beer guy, but to me that sounds amazing. You gotta go check that out. So I'm gonna check that out. Hopefully I can find it. I went to 2 liquor stores, they didn't have it, so I think it's only from the brewery. Yeah, Bomb Pop. I love Bomb Pops. I mean, who doesn't love Bomb Pops? Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go buy some Bomb Pops today. It's supposed to be hot later this week, isn't it? I don't know. We'll find out. All right. Give you about 20 more seconds on that. Your popsicle melted. Who makes that one? Is it a brewery? Is it the... I mean, is it a small local brewery, or is it a national thing, kind of like Boulevard Brewing? Where is that exact? Where is Boulevard Brewing? Is that? I don't know if I've heard of them. What state is that in? Do you know? St. Louis. Right on. I'm gonna have to take a look for that. All right. Time's up on the mystery round here. Name the 4 smallest non-island nations by total area in North, Central, or South America. Here we go. These are worth 2 points apiece, every correct answer. First one is El Salvador. El Salvador. Second one, Belize. Third one, Costa Rica. And then the fourth one, Panama. All right, if you got any of those right, those are all worth 2 points apiece. Add those up to your original score. And then we're going to do the final question. Then we'll do a score check after the final question. The final question category for game number 1 is U.S. presidents. No score check needed right yet. We'll do a score check after the final question. U.S. presidents is the final question, worth 5 points. And here's the question. In addition to Dwight Eisenhower, there are 4 U.S. presidents who use their given middle names at birth as their commonly used first names in adulthood. I just need one of those 4 presidents. Just one. You don't need to name all 4, or 3, or 2. Just one. One president that used his middle name as his common adult first name. As an example, obviously it's not Bill Clinton. But Bill Clinton was born William Jefferson Clinton. If he would have went by Jefferson Clinton, he would have been a correct answer in this. They used their middle names as their first names when they were an adult. Does that make sense? I hope that got everyone upset. Made sense to everybody. Let you chew on that one a minute here. I made it easier. Originally, it was named 2 of these presidents. I'm like, oh, come on. Nobody would know that. So if you name 1, I'll be impressed with that. And that gives you a chance to guess if you don't know. I mean, there's 44 you could choose from. There's 45 presidents, but there's 44 you could choose from since I told you one of them wasn't. So if you put Clinton, you're going to get this one wrong. All right. You guys think you got it? I hope you think you got it. if you don't got it, you better get it. Because we're getting it now. Here comes the answer. In addition to Dwight Eisenhower, there are 4 U.S. presidents who use their given middle names at birth as their commonly used first names in adulthood. Name one of those 4 presidents. So, is your president on this list? We'll find out. If it is, it's worth 5 points. Here we go. The first one was Ulysses S. Grant. His real born first name was Hiram. Hiram Ulysses Grant was his birth name. Second one. Grover Cleveland. He was born Stephen Grover Cleveland. Third one. Woodrow Wilson. He was born Thomas Woodrow Wilson. And if you don't got one right yet, you only got one more chance. The last one was Calvin Coolidge. He was born John Calvin Coolidge. All right, that's game number 1. If you got any of those presidents right on your one guess, you got the 5 points. Let's see the final game number 1 scores in the chat room. Let's see how you all been doing. And your general thoughts of the game. Too hard, too easy, right? Good challenge. Looked like we had a lot of 7s, so that's usually a pretty good one. 11 for Ryan Hype, 18 for City Slickers. $12 for Mike and Michelle, 15 for Dion, 10 for Drake and Jess. After being fooled in Roman numeral. Sarah and Travis with 11. Kelly not keeping score because she's can't add them up, apparently. That's probably why she didn't keep score. She was at 12 after a possible 11 points. But it was a great question. She didn't get any of them, but it was a great question. Well, thank you. I like to say I wrote that one, but I didn't write that one. I did write all the wrestling ones last night. That's a good point, Ryan Hype. If you're watching this on replay, go ahead and post your score in the comments. We take a look at them. And it also lets me judge which shows are too hard, too easy, right in the middle. We like to get that just right, even balance. By the way, I did write every wrestling question for last night's show, including the final question, which was a tough one. And a few people actually got that one right. So, go check that one out. All right, we're on break right now. 2-minute bathroom break. Go get yourself a fresh beer. Filthy Rich on fire got all except one. Must have joined us on question 8. Just kidding, buddy. All right. And while we're on break, please don't forget to hit like on this video. It actually helps my channel out immensely. YouTube finds videos that are liked. Doesn't matter if how much they're watched, apparently. It's how much they're liked. And they get bumped up. So even the slightest bump helps to get my channel up and running. Last night we hit a milestone. We were over 200 subscribers. It's amazing. We've been doing this for 3 months and we're already 200 people in. Our next goal is hitting 1,000. We got some plans in the future to do that. We got some new shows coming out, some new ideas. So make sure you stay tuned. Tell your friends. Hey, everyone watches YouTube at some point. It takes a second to hit that subscribe button. And once we get up to 1,000 subscribers, I actually start getting paid for this. And I can pay all my employees like Judge Jimmy James, Filthy Rich, and Ryan Hype tens of dollars for their work. Thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate that. Tens of dollars coming their way. Believe me, they like Wendy's as much as I do. And that tens of dollars a month could go to upgrading our normal junior cheeseburger to a full double stacked cheeseburger from Wendy's. So please tell your friends to subscribe. I mean, it literally takes a second. Even if they don't watch YouTube, say, hey, make an account. Hit subscribe for us. It helps us all out. It helps us have free entertainment here. And that's what we like to do. Free entertainment for you. Hope you have fun. Seems like a lot of you come back every week, which is great. Ooh, the Baconator, that comes at 5,000 subscribers there, City Slickers. Bacon is very expensive. Once we get to 5,000, we'll start talking about bacons. All right. Let's get into game number 2 categories here. Categories for game number 2. Remember, your scores reset unless you have a bet with someone you're playing against. Make them not. That's all right. You make your own rules when it comes to that. But for the purposes of our chat room, the scores reset. Game number 2 has the visual mystery round in it. But round number one, has the same rules. We'll have a Bobby bonus in there. Question number 1 will be about voices. Second will be politics. But it won't be, it's not going to be any political questions that's going to cause any discussions or anything like that. It's more, that should be renamed like high school government class kind of deal. You'll see when we get there. 3 is TV themes. 4 is legendary animals. 5 is sunsets. Beautiful, beautiful sunsets. 6 is rivers. 7 is music. 8 is insects. 9 is bands. And then the final question of game number 2, round number 1, will be about games. All right, time's up. Game number 2 starts right now. Question number 1 in the category of voices.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting. That's a Three Stooges line.
We got a Bobby bonus right out of the gate. Unbelievable. Bobby bonus right out of the gate, which means if you get the first question right, you have a chance at the Bobby bonus, which is an extra bonus point. And the question is, what actress has voiced a mother or grandmother in the 1988... Wow. Let's start over. What actress has voiced a mother or grandmother in the 1982 film The Last Unicorn, the 1991 film Beauty and the Beast, and the 1997 film Anastasia? And if you get that one right, you get a chance at the Bobby bonus. And the Bobby bonus goes like this. What TV show did this actress star in for 12 seasons? Social studies would be a good way to renaming that, Drake. I didn't name that one. I didn't write that question. That's just what it came in on. It's a kind of an older question. That question's from 2018. So I agree. I should have renamed that, but we'll just call it that from now on. Let's name it social studies. I like it. All right. But this one's in voices. And it's our Bobby bonus. Might be the earliest we've ever had a Bobby bonus question. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Answer question number 1 coming your way. What actress has voiced a mother or grandmother in the 1982 film The Last Unicorn, the 1991 film Beauty and the Beast, and the 1997 film Anastasia? And if you get that right, you have a chance at the Bobby bonus. And the Bobby bonus question is, what TV show did this actress star in for 12 seasons? All right, answer coming your way. The actress who voiced all those, and I'll tell you, you're going to know it too. The characters were Mrs. Potts, Mommy Fortuna, and Dowager Empress Marie, I guess. But you know the voice. It was Angela Lansbury. Angela Lansbury. And if you got that one right, you're most likely going to get the Bobby bonus, because everyone knows that Angela Lansbury starred on Murder, She Wrote. All right, if you got them both, that's worth 2 points right out of the gate. Nailed it. Kelly nailed it. If you nailed it, that's 2 points. If you got the first one right, that's 1 point. If you got the second one but not the first one, that's 0 points. Bobby bonus is a bonus. You only get it if you get them both right. All right, moving on to question number 2 in the category of social studies. If a person were elected to the U.S. House of Representatives at the age they were first eligible, how many terms could they serve before they were old enough to be elected U.S. president? If acquaintance of the show Matt Seabach is watching, he will not get this because it involves math. This is really good. I think it's got a high alcohol content though, because I'm messing up a lot of words. Let me see here. Oh yeah, 6.1. That'll do it. So thank you, Tin Whiskers. Delicious beer, but it makes it harder to read trivia questions. All right, answer coming your way to question number 2. Hope the math is done for you and done correctly. If a person were elected to the U.S. House of Representatives at the age they were first eligible, how many terms could they serve before they were old enough to be elected U.S. president? Well, here's the math in it. You're eligible to be a U.S. House Representative at age 25. You're eligible to be elected president at age 35. So that's a difference of 10 years. So now you have to divide that by how long a term is in the House of Representatives, and that's 2. So 10 divided by 2 equals 5. 5. You could serve 5 terms in the House if you were elected at the minimum age before you could be legally elected president. 5. You got that one right, give yourself a point and a pat on the back in social studies. All right, third one's in TV themes, and I just want to say I changed this question. The original TV themes question was about the King of Queens, and nobody likes Kevin James. So I changed it. So the answer is not Kevin James. What TV theme had the words, "Life is like a hurricane," and also race cars, lasers, aeroplanes? We have a dope in there. I didn't swear, did I? I don't think I swore. Because if you don't know, if watch our boxing show, if somebody swears in our boxing show, I replace it with a dope over them so you can't hear it. Chris Farley without the talent. That is correct. That would be Kevin James. This show that that we're talking about in this one is much better, by the way. I can't have 2 Kevin James questions in 3 weeks. It's just, we can't do that. He was on like 2 weeks ago. Can't do it. All right. Question number 3, answer coming your way. What TV theme had the words, "Life is like a hurricane," and race cars, lasers, and aeroplanes? That was, of course... Whoa! What happened there? DuckTales! DuckTales! I had the theme on there, but apparently the theme's not going to play. That's too bad. Dang you, YouTube! I mean, everyone loves the DuckTales theme. I even downloaded it just for this show. Unbelievable. How did that not work? Oh, well. You guys all know the DuckTales theme. You guys can all watch it later, listen to it later. Bummer. I really had that. Oh, there it is. Found it.
Life is like a hurricane.
Duckbird, race cars,
lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite
everybody!
history.
DuckTales! Woo!
Every day that I've been making
DuckTales! Woo!
Danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just travel to some DuckTales. Woo! Every day that I've been making DuckTales. Woo! Tales of Gary, new bad and good. DuckTales. Woo!
Last chance. Everybody.
DuckTales. Woo!
All right, we got the little DuckTales theme in there. I found it. Thank goodness we got that in there. Nice little play off there. All right, moving on to question number 4 in the category of legendary animals. What legendary bird in some North American indigenous mythologies, specifically in the Pacific Northwest, is often depicted in totem poles and is believed to have been based on, let's say, dinosaur fossil discoveries? Sound raw and idea 80s and 90s cartoon themes. I love that. Should definitely do that. Those can't be copyrighted, right? I don't think they would be. Maybe they were, maybe, that'd be a fun one. We got sound round mystery round. We could do that. We had a sound round on our wrestling show last night. That was a lot of fun. Named the entrance music. That was fun. And it worked out well. All right. Question number 4. With a lot of long words in it. What legendary bird in some North American indigenous mythologies, specifically in the Pacific Northwest, is often depicted in totem poles and is believed to have been based on a pterosaur or dinosaur fossil discoveries? And that is the Thunderbird. As you can see, the Thunderbird right there. The Thunderbird. Got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more points coming your way. Question number 5 is now. What planet in our solar system has from its solid surface blue sunsets? I think that was an emu. Could have been an emu. If anyone follows Caitlin Olsen on Instagram, people always tag her in different bird photos that they take around and say, I ran into Caitlin Olsen, and she reposts them with a FU or something with it. It's hilarious. It's a lot of fun. All right. In the category of sunsets, question number 5, answer coming your way. What planet in our solar system has from its solid surface blue sunsets? Blue. Yes, that's a thing. All right. Answer coming your way right now. Well, there's only 4 planets that have solid surfaces that you could stand on that would have a blue sunset. Obviously, you're standing on one, and you probably have never seen a blue sunset, so it ain't Earth. Mercury doesn't have much of an atmosphere, so it's not Mercury. And so that leaves Venus and Mars. And you can't even see the sun from Venus, so it is Mars. And we actually have photos of that. That's a photo taken from the surface of Mars from our rover. It shows that the sunsets on Mars are blue due to the high dust factor in the atmosphere. The red dust in the atmosphere blocks out most of all the light except the blue light from the sun. You learn something every day. Science rules. Blue sunsets on Mars. Maybe one day we'll get to see that in person. All right, if you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We're moving on to question number 6 in rivers. Lake Mead, Lake Powell, and Lake Havasu are among the lakes and reservoirs formed by dams along the course of what river? Oh, scratched out Mars for Mercury. Ooh, tough break. Tough break. You had a 1 in 3 shot if you thought about that one, because, you never seen it on Earth, so there's only 3 other planets that have solid surfaces. So you had a 1 in 3 shot. In the words of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, you chose poorly. All right, question number 6, answer coming your way. Lake Mead, Lake Powell, and Lake Havasu are among the lakes and reservoirs formed by dams along the course of what river? And that river is the Colorado River. Colorado River. If you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. We got more coming up, including this one in the category of music.
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting. That's the Three Stooges line.
Okay, I forgot to delete the Bobby audio out of that. The Bobby bonus is in the first one. So this is not a Bobby bonus, but Bobby's joining in there anyway. Miss you, buddy. What orchestral instruments, also known as kettle drums, are drums consisting of membranes stretched over large bowls that are traditionally made of copper? Mike and Michelle spent a lot of time on that river. I hope you got it right then. If you didn't get it right, that's a little embarrassing. All right. This one's pretty easy. Should be able to get this one. Question number 7, answer coming your way. What instrument in an orchestra, also known as kettle drums, are drums consisting of membranes stretched over large bowls that are traditionally made of copper? And that is...
Spaceball 1 has now become... Mega Maid. Good. Remarkable. Now, commence Operation Vacuum Suck.
It's the timpani. Timpani. I think that's how you say it. Timpani. Timpani? I think it's timpani. Pretty sure it's timpani. Whatever it is, it's right there. Timpani. From my favorite movie, Spaceballs. One of my favorite movies, anyway. If you haven't seen Spaceballs, we talked about that weeks ago. You have to watch that. Pays to be a band nerd. Dang right it does. Yes, he did escape in one of the escape pods. All right. He was actually a famous drum player, a timpani player. They brought him in just for that movie. He was apparently world famous. I don't remember his name, but I remember he's a world famous... He was world famous for it, and they brought him in just for that scene where that's all he's doing. Yeah. Thanks, Tin Whiskers. Yeah. All right. Moving on to question number 8. What is the common name of the larval stage of butterflies and moths? This is in the category of insects. That word orchestral was like chupacabra to Mike Tyson. I just couldn't say it right. It's a tough word for me. If you ever hear Mike Tyson try to say the word chupacabra, look that up. It's pretty funny. All right, pretty easy one here. What is the common name? Answer coming your way to question number 8. What is the common name of the larval stage of butterflies and moths? And that is... easy enough. Everyone knows this. It's a caterpillar. Simple. Easy. Should have known that one. I like to throw you a softball, but sometimes you go That's almost too easy. There's got to be something else. Maybe I overthink it. Nope, that was an easy one. Caterpillar. All right, got that one right. Give yourself a point. Moving on to question number 9 in the category of bands. And I apologize to music fans for this question. Which of the 3 members of the Jonas Brothers is the youngest? And that's how the question ended, but no one knows who the Jonas Brothers are. So I gave you a bailout. I gave you a multiple choice question, so to speak. Is it Nick, Joe, or Kevin? That's the 3 names of the Jonas Brothers. Trust me, I had to look it up. I had no idea. Wasn't it the Jonas Brothers, though, on South Park that Mickey Mouse came and beat the crap out of them? I believe it was the Jonas Brothers. With the Promise Ring episode. Filthy Rich, you're the South Park expert. If I'm correct on that, go ahead and throw that in there. I'm pretty sure it was the Jonas Brothers that Mickey Mouse was beating the crap out of. Purity rings, that's what it was called. But it was the Jonas Brothers, right? I believe it was. All right, time's up for the multiple choice question. Don't need that long for a multiple choice question. Answer coming your way. Which of the 3 members of the Jonas Brothers is the youngest? Wow. Which of the 3 members of the Jonas Brothers is the youngest? Is it Nick? Is it Joe? Or is it Kevin? The correct answer is, who cares? No, I was just kidding. It's Nick. Nick. So you can see them in one of these, I think they were in that video. So if you got that one right, give yourself a point. If not, don't worry about it. Just proves that you have taste in music. Moving on to question number 10 in the category of games. Name the 2 pieces in a standard game of chess that cannot move directly into a diagonally adjacent space at any point in time. Man, I did myself no favors with some of these words in these questions tonight. No favors whatsoever. That is a good episode. It's amazing the depth they can give a character like Kenny, who doesn't have any dialogue. I mean, you can make out a little bit of it, but you know what I mean. Question for the chat room. Me and Filthy Rich were discussing this the other night. Who is your favorite character from South Park between Cartman and Randy? That's a tough one. I love Randy. Randy is hilarious. Randy would probably be doing the trivia show like I am tonight. It's not an alcoholic drink. It's called a wine taster and a wine smorgasbord, and it's classy. What do you want to do, huh? What do you want to do? One vote for Randy. All right, while you do that vote, we got more. We got the answer coming your way. Question number 10. Name the 2 pieces in a standard game of chess that cannot move directly into a diagonally adjacent space at any point in time. And that is a knight and a rook. They can never move to a diagonally square. South Park trivia is in the works. I'm not sure. We have some news possibly coming up on the channel on Tuesday. I will talk about that later, not tonight because I have to, but hopefully soon we will get that. The question was diagonal adjacent square. So a knight can never move to a diagonal adjacent square. All right, you got that word? That's worth the point. That's round number 1 of game number 2. Throw your scores in on a possible 11 points in round number 1 of game number 2 in the chat room. Let's see how you did. Boy, I see 3 votes for Randy, by the way. Cream Fraiche, I love that one too. When he has to call the Food Network hotline. What are you gonna do with that pan? You're gonna deglaze it? Yeah, you want to help me? Hell yeah, I would. Deglaze it with some red wine. about a quarter cup. Kelly says no more beers higher than 5% going forward. Keep in mind, Kelly is the one that had 12 points out of a possible 11 in game number 1, round number 1. Just pointing that out. All right, Dion with 3. Ryan Hype with 7. Drake and Jess with 7. City Suckers with 7. Any other scores before we get to the visual mystery round this week? Well, I'll move forward here. And then you can go ahead and post your scores still. I will read them out. Mystery round, as I said earlier, is iRobot. Thank you, Tin Whiskers. iRobot. And you're going to name the robot that has been inducted into the Robot Hall of Fame. Yes, apparently there is a Robot Hall of Fame. There's a Hall of Fame for everything, isn't there? I guess. But I'm going to show you 4 robots. You got to tell me what their names are. All 4 of these robots are in the Robot Hall of Fame. All right. And if you missed one right away, don't worry about it. I will show all 4 of them afterwards. Here we go. That's the first one. What's the name of that robot? Second one. What's the name of this robot? Third one. What's the name of this robot? And fourth one. What's the name of that robot? I will tell you, Ryan Hype, he has full names. Yes. Yes, full names. Unless it's an abbreviation, like the third one I believe is an abbreviation, so you can use the abbreviation name. The second one, you have to have a full name. First one, full name. Fourth one, full name. Third one, I believe it's an abbreviation. I'm not sure. But that should clear it up here. All right, those are the 4 right there. I need the 4 names of those robots that are in the Robot Hall of Fame. I want to thank everyone for coming out here tonight, by the way, too. I know it's getting nice. I know things are starting to open up a little bit. But I'm happy that you can join me here and watch me stumble over some hard words tonight. Still on a little bit of a hangover from that wrestling show last night. If you haven't watched that one, watch it. I put every bit of effort I had into that one. There was costume changes. There was all sorts of stuff going on. And I had more ideas afterwards. I just ran out of time working on that one. That one took a good 18 hours to write and, get all the things ready for us. So the things I do for you guys for free entertainment is extreme because I like having you guys watch me, and I hope that I'm enjoying, or I hope you're enjoying watching me make a fool of myself a lot of these times, and having fun playing trivia at the same time. And I hope you like our other shows as well. By the way, Bruising Boxing, I got delayed on editing that one. We did film an episode last week, so if you want to watch that one, that should be out by tomorrow. Sorry on the delay on that. It was couldn't be helped. There was some problems with my editing software, and then Mix that with writing the wrestling show, writing this show. It just got on the back burner there. So, all right, mystery round. These are all worth 2 points apiece. Pardon me. These 4 are worth 2 points apiece. So let's get to them. Here's the answers. The first one. What's the name of that? That is obviously the Roomba. Roomba. You got that right, give yourself 2 points. The next one. Who's that? Well, it's from 2001: A Space Odyssey. That robot's name is HAL 9000. Hope you got the number right. HAL 9000. Third one. This dog thing, which may be an abbreviation, I'm not sure. I'm sure it is. But that dog's name is Aibo. Aibo. And then the fourth one. Everyone should have got this one. That, of course, is the one, the only Wall-E. So each of those are worth 2 points apiece. Add those scores up and add them to your first round score, because we got the final question of the night coming your way. And the final question category is movie resumes, otherwise known as female Kevin James trivia. You'll understand what that means in a minute. Why I kicked out the Kevin James question earlier, because we have the female Kevin James, Melissa McCarthy, in here, which is a not funny comedian, but somehow makes millions of dollars. How she didn't star on Big Bang Theory, I'll never know, because that show's not funny at all. But anyway, getting back to it. The final question here. In addition to Bridesmaids and Charlie's Angels, Melissa McCarthy has had credited roles in 5 other films that have somehow made $100 million at the domestic box office, more than the $84.5 million that Tammy made. Apparently that was another movie of hers that I did not put in italics. Name 3 of those 5 films. Five Melissa McCarthy films, or at least that she was credited in, made $100 million. Somehow. You just gotta tell me 3 of those movies. I'm pretty sure if you added up the Rotten Tomatoes rating of all 5 of these movies, it would probably be under 40, I'm gonna guess. That's my guess. There's one movie in there that's good, I think, but I don't remember. To be fair, I've only seen 1 of the 5, and I think I didn't watch all of it. It's one of those that was on after the bar one night, and I didn't watch all of it. So that should be a hint. I don't know what Fluffy is. Are you talking about the dog, or what are you talking about? Dog's name was Aibo, not Fluffy. All right, you got about 20 more seconds here before we do the final answer. Remember, you only need 3 out of 5 of these Melissa McCarthy films that have made somehow over $100 million at the domestic box office. One of them is not Charlie's Angels or Bridesmaids or Tammy. All right, time's up. In addition to Bridesmaids and Charlie's Angels, Melissa McCarthy has had credited roles in 5 other films that have somehow made $100 million at the domestic box office, more than the $84.5 million that Tammy somehow made. Name 3 of those 5 films. Here are the answers coming your way. You need to get 3 out of the 5. First one was a gimme. Everyone should have got this one. Somehow Ghostbusters made over $100 million. I don't know how it did, but Ghostbusters is one of them. Second one, Identity Thief. Yeah, okay. From the director of Horrible Bosses and the producer of Ted. Okay. Identity Thief. Third one, The Heat, starring Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock. Get this, they're both cops. I don't know if you can get in trouble with false advertising when we say simply the funniest double act in ages. That don't seem right. I like me some Sandra Bullock too, I'm telling you. All right, fourth one. Spy. I noticed a theme here. They all say the director of Bridesmaids, and apparently this director is known for crap. Well, thanks Ryan Hype for live checking in, live fact checking the Rotten Tomatoes comment. Obviously, it was made out of jest, but yeah, I just means not enough of us are voting on Rotten Tomatoes. All right, Spy was the fourth one. You need to get 3 out of 5. The last one was The Hangover Part 3. That was the one that I saw after bar one night. I can't remember if I liked it or not. And yeah. So those are the 5 films. If you got 3 out of the 5, you get 5 points. Let's see those final scores underneath Ryan Hype's stat checking of me. On Rotten Tomatoes, apparently Rotten Tomatoes is taken over by Melissa McCarthy and all her relatives, because Spy has 95% on. Wow, crazy. Must be a lot of wow, just unbelievable. All right, Dion with 20, Mike and Michelle with 15, Drake and Jess with 14. Sarah and Travis with 13. 36 over 2 games. Now we just do it per game here. If you want to add them up for both, if you're playing against somebody, I know Judge Jimmy James and his wife add up both scores, but 20 for the second game, still pretty good. City Slickers, what you get in game number 2? I don't remember what you got in game number 1. That's what we're kind of looking for. What you get in game number 2? 16, not bad. All right, everybody. That's this week's show. Thank you all very much for staying with me. I apologize for tripping over my tongue several times here today. It's kind of happened. I appreciate everybody every week. It was a pleasure being here back-to-back nights with you. Love you all very much. If you could please hit that like and subscribe button and tell all your friends about it, because we have a new goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers. And we're well on our way. In 3 months, we're already at 200. I think we can triple that by the end of this month. I'm just telling you. That's my goal, is to get to 600 at the end of this month. I have some ideas how that's going to happen. But that'll all be in channel news. Look out for a video coming on Tuesday with some channel news about everything that's going to be going on. A little state of the channel address I'm going to do. Other than that, thank you all very much. I hope you had a great time. Post your scores below. Send it to your friends and see if you can beat them. And until then, until next Saturday, thank you all very much. I love you. Stay safe and have a good night.